Good day everyone, this is Mom D again. So isang mabilisang discussion lang to about triangle congruence. So let's start. Sa lesson na to, we'll be dealing with two triangles. And ang focus natin are the corresponding parts which are congruent. So how can we identify the corresponding parts? Okay, if there's a given illustration, ito lang ang kailangan nating tignan. Yung mga symbols na makikita nyo sa bawat triangle. With that, you will be able to identify ano yung mga corresponding sides and angles. Okay? So if the corresponding parts of those triangles are congruent, so therefore the two given triangles are congruent. Ano ba ang tinatawag natin na congruent symbol? So, yan na yun. But then, ano ba ang ibig sabihin niya? Okay. So, parang bawat part niya ng symbol na yan ay may ibig sabihin. So, that one in the lower part. So, it indicates that the two given figure, okay, they have the same size. And that sine wave, it indicates that the two given figures have the same shape. So, once ginamit nyo yung symbol na yan, so it means those two given figures are of the same size and shape. So, let's deal with this example. So, with this, we will identify the corresponding angles and corresponding sides. So, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, magre-refer tayo or titignan lang natin yung mga symbols sa bawat triangles, and with that, we can identify ano yung magkaka-pair, ano yung mga corresponding angles and sides. So, our first corresponding angles, okay, so we have angle A congruent to angle B. So, nasan bang angle A? So, that angle A, so it says that angle A is congruent to angle D. Okay? And next, we have angle B congruent to angle E. So, this is the angle B and we have angle E. At ang ating third and last pair of corresponding angles, okay, we have angle C congruent to angle F. Okay, so angle C congruent to angle F. So, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, kung titignan nyo yung mga symbol na yan, makikita nyo agad kung ano yung magkaka-pair or kung ano yung mga corresponding angles. Like for that one, angle A, one curve, angle D, one curve. Okay? And the rest, so we have C and F with those symbols and P and E. So now let's move on with the corresponding sides. Okay, our first corresponding sides, so kung titingnan nyo again yung symbol na ginamit, so those number of lines sa bawat sides, malalaman nyo agad kung ano yung magkaka-pair or ano yung mga corresponding sides. Okay, first is segment AB. Okay, segment AB congruent to DE. Nasaan ba yung segment AB? Itong side na ito ng triangle. So, that is segment AB with that symbol. Okay, and that is congruent to segment DE. Okay, and then we have segment BC congruent to segment EF. Okay, segment BC or CB, okay lang magpabaliktad ang ating variables sa yung mga letters. Basta siya pa rin yung magka-pair, like BC or CB. Okay. And then segment BC is congruent to segment EF or FE. And lastly, okay, our third corresponding sides. So yung natitira, we have yung side CA or AC and FT. So therefore, segment CA is congruent to segment FT. So that's it. I think that completes our corresponding sides. So kung makikita nyo, since we are dealing with a triangle, we have 3 pairs of corresponding angles and 3 pairs of corresponding sides. So if the corresponding parts are congruent, therefore, the given triangles are congruent. So paano kayo mag-name ng triangle? And if you are comparing the two triangles, anyway, so kailangan hindi yan yung parang basta pumili lang kayo ng vertex like CBA, DFE. So, hindi ganon. So, it's better na sundin nyo na lang yung pagkakasunod ng corresponding angles nyo forming a triangle or in naming a triangle. So, like this one. If you consider the corresponding angle, so that's ABC. So, therefore, that's triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF. So, that's it. So, how about naman kung wala tayong given na illustration or drawing of the two triangles? So, we are only given with a statement like for this one. Triangle, okay, triangle MNO congruent to triangle XYZ. Okay, so if you are given with this, so madali lang siya. So, kailangan lang yung pagsulat yun ng angle ay according din doon sa pagkakasunod ng mga letters. Like, if you get the first letter here, which is angle M, so that's your first angle, that should be paired or congruent to angle X of the other triangle. It's like first to first. So, ganun lang. So, and so on. So, we have angle N. So, congruent siya with angle Y. And then we have angle O, congruent siya with angle C. And how about for the segments? Okay, so in naming a segment, so we use two variables. So ganun din, kailangan din sundin nyo yung pagkakasunod na mga letters or variables. So like, let's start with segment MN, yung first two letters natin. So, ipipair natin siya with the other triangle. Ang first two letters ay X, Y. And then we have segment NO. Okay, so that is congruent to segment YZ. And considering the first and last letter, so segment MO, so that will be congruent to segment XC. So, ganyan lang kasimple mag-name if there's no given illustration or tinatamad kayong mag-drawing ng dalawang triangle. So, that's all for today. So, thank you.